Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut and I'm joined by our team in Paris, S. Kanan and Abhijit Deshmukh. Soon Boria Mujumdar will also join us. But when it comes to Team India, a lot is in store today, starting with Neeraj Chopra taking on his Olympics campaign, and he will start his campaign today with the qualification round. We also have a high stake India versus Germany semi final, and the hockey boys are determined to chase their Olympic medal this time around. Then we'll have our very own Mirabai Chanu taking center stage as we watch her for the first time in this Olympics, and we have lots more as well. But when we look back, a lot has gone down since Laksha Sen's loss in the bronze medal match yesterday. Boria, I'll start with you. Of course, we we're looking at Prakash Padukone, giving harsh comments right after the match to the media. That video has soon gone viral. Twitter has erupted with a lot of people taking sides, either defending the athletes and others taking sides with Prakash Padukone. But how do we find middle ground at this point?
First things first. I think I'm speaking on behalf of this entire panel. We all have enormous amount of respect for Prakash sir. Each one of us. Kannan, Abhijit, myself, yourself, each one watching. Prakash sir is a legend and we have enormous amount of respect for him. Having said that, I have written an open letter today. I think it is a collective. I think it is never about one individual. Can never be. Uh, I've spoken to Prakash sir at least 10 times in the lead up to the Olympic Games. And every time he has said that between him and Vimal, between the team, they are working on Lakshya Sen's mental ability, Sindhu's mental ability, and physical ability. And it is a team. And you know, when an athlete wins, like when he won against Johnny Christie or against Chuti and Chen, we credited Team Laksha. Laksha, Prakash sir, Vimal, everyone else. Kannan is the first person who will tell you. For Manu Bhakar, we are also crediting Jaspal Rana. We are. Because Jaspal Rana was not there in Tokyo, he was there, and there was a perceptible difference. So we credit teams. And teams are made of coaches, mental conditioning coaches, trainers, physios, sports science. It's a collective. So when you say the athlete needs to take responsibility, nothing more could be done. Plenty more could be done because it is always a team, and that's where I have my issues with the comments. I think they could have been said to Laksha personally, maybe not immediately after the match, not certainly not in front of the. Uh, the point is, can you guys hear me? Right? You guys
Yeah, I
can hear
can.
me. Yeah, yeah. So my point is pretty simple here, Gargi. I thought Prakash sir being Prakash sir, the country was on a boil. You could see from social media, people were commenting harsh. People were going after the athlete, saying all rubbish, all bogus. The tempo was different. Someone like Prakash sir saying something like that adds fuel to fire. Because in our country, people become Olympic experts every 4 years. They come to castigate the athlete, medal nahi jeetta hai, gali do, nikal jao. 1 week later, the same person will not even bother about the Olympic Games. The four of us will, Rev Sports will, some people in the audience will, but the rest have moved on. They are, fly by night operators who come to becoming Olympic experts every 4 years. Those people jumped onto these comments. Let me break something now. And I'm going to put this out in a second. This is Vimal Kumar at 7:29 a.m. to Rev Sports this morning. Now, and I'm breaking this comment on Rev Sports from Vimal Kumar, Laksha Sen's coach. Quote, personally for me, it is very tough to digest the fact that Laksha couldn't get a medal. Here it could have been any gold, silver, or bronze, and he was that close to all. He showed great temperament, and as a coach, I really enjoyed seeing him displaying that up to the medal contention stage. I am not able to figure out what went wrong in his head in the last 2 days. We can say many things from outside, critical comments, but it is him who has to put everything together when situation warrants. I am of the opinion that Laksha will give me an honest feedback after he settles down from his disappointment. He's a clever boy and he's a tough boy. I want everyone to respect that fact. Everyone to respect that fact is exactly what we've been saying. This is Vimal Kumar at 7:29 a.m. in the morning. It is a collective. It is not about one individual. And the second point, I know it's long. Second point is the money that has been spent, and that was the point made, right? That the money has been spent on athletes. By the way, Laksha has not taken the money and put it in his bank. The money has been spent on the coaches, on the trainers, on the mental conditioning coaches, on the training, and that includes Vimal, that includes Prakash sir, that includes the support team. So my only humble request to Prakash sir is, sir, Laksha needs you more than ever now. Be with him, because that's how India will progress. That's how we will progress. At this point in time, Team India has to stay together and not divided.
I am of the opinion that what Vimal sir, what Prakash sir are saying isn't inherently wrong. It's just the timing was a little wrong. Maybe this conversation could have been had in private, and because of what happened yesterday, I think people feel instigated or okay to make comments like these. That's what I'm thinking, because now they feel empowered to abuse athletes now. So, Kanan, what do you think?
I agree with the Boria. I agree with the stand Rev Sports has taken. I disagree with the fact that Prakash Padukone, I don't call him sir because I have seen him as a 17-year-old when he used to practice in South Delhi in open courts. You have thrown the athlete under the bus. No need for it.
Absolutely.
You cannot throw an athlete under the bus. There were two situations of fourth place finishes within half an hour to 45 minutes. I was at the shooting ranges, the only journalist there at the shooting ranges on behalf of Rev Sports. Maheshwari Chauhan and Ananjit Singh Naruka finished fourth in the mixed skeet bronze medal playoff. 1 point, so close. It's like one cardiac surgeon getting it wrong and the patient dies. They handled it so well. I spoke to Filippelli, the Italian. He said, I will not come on video. He says, you have to understand my pain. This is her first Olympics. Give her time till 2028. He is coaching both of them as a private coach. Both of them pay for his bills out of their pockets. They don't have corporate sponsors. That was the response, a mature response to a fourth place finish. Second response to a bronze medal shoot off losing. Jaspal Rana and Manu Bakar in the sports pistol event. These coaches are still younger managers than Prakash. Prakash's frustration needed to be controlled. It could have been kept for the debriefing, maybe not even yesterday, for today.
Yeah.
You have a chat with the athlete. Don't come to the media first, because that is a clear sign you are frustrated, not Lakshya. And if you are frustrated as a coach, manager, mentor, don't take it out in public domain, because this is what social media wants. This is what the troll wants. You are feeding them. This is, in Hindi they say, घी दे दो आहुति में, घी दे दिया कल आहुति में. To douse these flames is going to take an enormous effort. And he's been a mentor, he's coached. I mean, he's been part of Saina Nehwal's campaign, Sindhu's campaign. I can understand there's no medal from badminton after 2012. There's no medal from boxing. But if a common man says it, understandable. A coach, a legend, an All England champion, if he has said it, there was no need to do it on camera. You say it to someone personal, close to you, and say, don't write about it. There are so many things which all of us know as journalists, which is shared with us. Do we put everything in public domain, or do we put it in a book and write it? I will go back. Sorry, I'm digressing. We go back to the book written by Boria. Has he named the cricketer? He has not named the cricketer. Why? You could have easily named the cricketer or have taken. No. You have to be very careful. You have to be responsible. Sadly, Prakash has not been responsible yesterday, and this cannot be deleted. This is not like WordPress journalism where you can delete it. It is there. It has gone viral. When I saw it first, I was like, this was my reaction. That photo will not go. That photo has gone viral. It is terrible. And you tell me tomorrow, Lakshya Sen wakes up today or tomorrow Will he want to go back? It's like being caned by a schoolmaster. Once you're caned by a schoolmaster, the mental scar is very tough. Vimal, he will still go back. He'll fear कि ये तो मेरे को बस के नीचे फेंक देंगे. This is how I feel. I'm sorry. I took more time. My apologies.
No, this is a question I want to ask both Boria and Abhijit. As a coach, I believe, has a responsibility to defend their players in public and have whatever difficult conversations you want to have in private. But at this point, do you feel like, in some way or the other, trollers or whatever, whoever abuses on social media have now been instigated? Because I woke up this morning having to defend Lakshya Sen in the comment section of my tweets, because I had retweeted that Abin Bindra video where he was talking very sensibly, and I said, this is a sensible statement that we needed from someone in sports, someone who has been there, done that. So, what do you think, Abhijit Boria?
Yep. See, we spoke to Abhinav right after Arjun Bovuta finished fourth, and he said he has a bright future. He's a fantastic athlete, and we should back him up. That was his first statement when Arjun Bovuta finished fourth. And Lakshya Sen is the first male shuttler in the history of Indian Olympics to reach the semis. I can understand he disappointed in the semi-final, and I mean, not saying the semi-final, but yesterday he disappointed us. But to reach and finish fourth itself is a good achievement. We should not just forget it. And then the trollers or whoever, they should understand how much effort it takes. I mean, badminton, I would say, is the second most popular sport in India after cricket. Everyone has played badminton at least, in the streets or anywhere in college, schools. How difficult it is to reach even the Olympics, and then you get so close to the bronze medal. And my heart goes out to Lakshya, his family. His family was here. I met his parents. I met his brother Chirag. They've been here for more than a month now, and they had taken an apartment close to the village. And his mom is making him food every day, so that you do have some problems. But ghar ka khana bhi, it adds a lot of difference to your health, your mood, and everything. And it happens to an athlete. Sometimes you don't win, sometimes you win. And I think Lakshya is a hero to reach a semis. Unfortunate he couldn't win, but I think we should celebrate his fourth finish as well. And then when a legend such gives comments, it looks bad. Why he didn't speak about this a year back. We all know, athletes go to this situation. This is not the first time we have seen an athlete losing a bronze medal match. Why Prakash sir wouldn't have given such statement a year back, as the athletes are under pressure. I know yesterday, but I feel it's not correct to directly blame and then on Lakshya, throw him under the bus. That was I didn't felt it good.
Boria, your thoughts? Even our comment section has been filled with trolls now.
It has to be, because this was one such comment. It has to be. People will disagree. People will say, Prakash.
Your voice is a bit low, Boria.
It has to be. I mean, isn't it natural for the comment section to be filled with such comments? Why are we not surprised? People are saying against our stand, Kannan stand, my stand. It is only natural. Again, the point is pretty simple. Prakash pointed out, and with due humility and respect, I'm saying this. He said these athletes beat these opponents in other tournaments. Why not at Olympic stage? That was the comment. On 19th November, did Rahul Dravid come out and say Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli beats these opponents in bilateral series? Why not at World Cup? Could have said it. He said, this is a team. It is about a team. The next World Cup, India goes on and wins. That is my point. My point is, did Rahul Dravid, as coach of the Indian team, say that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have not won a World Cup, they only win bilateral series? Didn't, right? It is as much Prakash sir who gets the credit as Lakshya Sen. As much Rahul Dravid who gets the credit as Rohit Sharma. as much Ravi Shastri who gets the credit as Ajinkya Rahane, as much Jaspal Rana who gets the credit as Manu Bhakar. Every point whoever is saying is fine, should have been said in the privacy of the change room to Laksha Sen, not then, 24 hours later. He has just lost an Olympic bronze medal playoff. Nobody in this world is hurting more than Laksha Sen. Not Prakash sir, not Vimal, not Boria, not Gargi, not anybody in this comment section. Laksha Sen is hurting the most because he has just lost a medal. So to give him whatever drubbing, say it the next day. Say it the next day. Take him, in a, because ultimately he's his guru. Sit him down and tell him, boss, this is what went wrong. But to say this in front of a media which largely is sensationalist, wants to feed off on such comments and is hungry for such comments because you've not had a medal, I don't think worked for Indian sport here. Ultimately, did it improve, impact, help Indian sport? No, it did not. And that is my humble submission to Prakash sir. I thought it could have been handled better. I am not even saying, by the way, I was walking him out. It was Rajaram and me who was walking Prakash sir out from the stadium. Okay? And while walking out, I don't know if Rajaram will ever say this in public, but it is on record. Prakash sir said a couple of things. We said to him, sir, don't say this. Sir, don't say this. Ask Rajaram when you can. More than me, he said it. Sir, don't say it. There are certain things that can be said, certain things that can't be said. I think we went overboard. We will obviously get a lot of criticism. I don't care. Never did. We will always stand by the athlete. In this case, the athlete, of course, needs to be debriefed, but not within seconds of that match getting over in front of the public who is not your audience. Laksha, Prakash sir, Vimal, I understand, not the media.
I just like to add, Boryad and I were in the mix zone. Laksha wasn't, he was in a shock. What has happened? He wasn't able to speak properly. And, we have done his interview. We have been to his mix zone several times. I've covered him at the All England Open as well. And to see Laksha in that state was, I can't explain, he was in shock, and I felt so bad, he wasn't even getting the questions of the journalists who were asking properly. And think about that guy, and then after this, such a big statement. I mean, I don't know, how tough it is for Laksha at this moment, and this is the time where all of us need to support Laksha. He's quite young. He has a long way to go, and I'm sure in the coming future, if we back him up and he plays to his potential, surely one day, why not medal at the Olympics is possible.
Yeah.
Gargi, before you go to Kannan, can you play that Abhinav Bindra bite?
Yeah,
Let Kannan talk about it, because there are a lot of people who are saying criticism, etc. I think India's greatest Olympian has spoken. And his word for me is the last word in Indian Olympic sport because of two reasons. One, he has come forth himself. He knows what it takes to come forth, what it takes to win a gold medal. Abhinav Bindra in this interview to Rev Sports has spoken. I think you should put it out.
Yes. But before that, a lot of people are saying I don't think people are still understanding that point we're trying to make. It's not that we don't want accountability. It's not that there shouldn't be any criticism. The only point is, don't do it seconds after the bronze match has ended, right in front of the media. That's the point we're trying to make. But I guess it's not being understood very well. But here's Abhinav Bindra, and his words are golden.
At an Olympics is an extraordinary challenge. It's a testament to the dedication and sacrifice of every athlete. I'm incredibly proud of the 5 Indian athletes who've finished fourth at Paris. It's a difficult time for them, But to come so close to a medal is a monumental achievement. And it's important to recognize the hard work of not just the athletes, but their coaches, their support staff, their families, and everyone who supports them every step of the way. We must always and always and always stand by our athletes, appreciating the fight and resilience they demonstrate. This is the essence of sport. Not everyone can win, but in their relentless pursuit, they've already proven themselves as winners. There will always be a time to reassess preparation and training, but that time is not now. Now, we must celebrate each of our athletes who represent the hopes and dreams of 1.4 billion Indians. They have made us proud and inspired us all.
Well, that's Abin Bindra. I think we should also talk about, India versus Germany. It's going to be one crack.
We will, but let Kanan put this comment in perspective. Kanan, can you just put the Abhinav comment in perspective?
I think I am nobody in front of Abhinav Bindra. I 100% I agree. Don't forget that Abhinav, when he won in 2008 the gold medal, it was after previous two attempts. 2004 he was in prime shape to win a medal. The floor where he was standing on, the floor was unstable. It's shaking. He lost balance, and that's there in his book. He's spoken about it. It was not an excuse. He said it much later. When he finished fourth, that was his last Olympics. The amount of effort training he had put in for Rio, 4 months, 5 months, he had shut himself off. Wow. I'll tell you where. Boria was also there. It was at a conclave. I'm not taking the media group name. That was the last interview. He said, "This is my last interview with you. After this, I will speak only after the Rio Olympics. 4 months, I'm shut off from the world." He was in Germany. He went there, and when he finished fourth, he packed his kit. It's an entire apparatus of rifle, everything, the jacket, went back to Germany and left it. You know that pain of Abhinav finishing fourth, Jeetu Rai finishing fourth? Terrible. There are so many people here who said, if you go back, you hear it is there in our archives of what Arjun Babuta said. He talked of how one point, maybe there was something wrong with his vision. When he talked of vision, it is not about eye corrective vision. Something, a blind spot. What was that blind spot? Blind spot is not normally when you're driving. So there are so many athletes who've come, whether it is a blind spot, for the normal man who does not know sport. There are three phrases. Chokers, useless, can't handle pressure. If you can't handle pressure, you're a choker and you're useless. You will not come till fourth position. Somebody is crying and coming fourth. Somebody is finishing 11th, comes day again and shoots in skeet, which is a highly technical perfection sport. So this fourth place finish is not something, we played yesterday the interview of outgoing foreign coach, pistol coach Munkmayar. What did she say? You won all your quotas in pistol and you came here. Why don't you celebrate it? You're looking at saying only 2 medals, only 3 medals. Are we a country which produced 20 Olympic champions in 1 games? No. So this is it. What Abhinav has said. Beyond that, nobody needs to know. Abhinav obviously is gold medalist. He's an icon. He's a champion. Don't forget that in 2 days' time, in about few days' time, he's going to get the Olympic order from IOC. There's nothing bigger than that. How many people from India get the Olympic order? And why is he getting it? It's not because of his hobnobbing with IOC or PR skills. It is a recognition. It is a recognition for the nation, for India. And this is where tomorrow when people talk of Abhinav Bindra, his status as a statesman, and Prakash Padukone, there will be a debate. If nobody does that debate, I will do that debate. I will write it. Even if I get slammed for it, I don't care.
Now we have one super chat and then we'll move on to hockey and Neeraj and Mirabai as well. Harshit Agarwal is saying, we understand this. By doing this, we are making fun of ourselves in the world stage. By trolling Laksha, we are dampening his confidence, which is bound to happen at this point. But Boria, Germany versus India, this is a high-stake match. And how do you think the Indian team is looking right now? They're very confident. We know that. PR Srijesh is, pumped up. We saw him in the last match as well.
Yes, we don't have Amit Rohidas, and that is rankling me. But let me put this on record also. I was speaking to Coach Craig Fulton, and I was actually anxious. I said, "You don't have Amit Rohidas in your ranks." And if you see this tournament, the role of the first rusher has been phenomenally important. Phenomenally important. The first rusher is critical in the penalty corner scenario. Now, because India doesn't have Amit Rohidas, I was anxious, and I said that to coach. The best statement, and it was fascinating to hear. He wrote to me saying, "At least we have 11," and I was like, "Wow, this guy is actually thinking of the glass half full rather than the glass half empty." He actually wrote, "We have 11." He's thinking of the glass half full rather than the glass half empty. So that sort of gave me a lot of hope. The Amit Rohidas point made by Craig Fulton. I also think that this Indian team, the way Srijesh has played, the way Harman has played, the way Hardik has played, the way the rest of the boys, they'll give it their all. They'll give it their all. Germany is a tough team to beat. They keep coming back at you. But what is also important, by the way, is we were castigating Craig Fulton and the team when they were losing the 5 test series in Australia. We were saying this hockey team is not good enough. We were saying they are not good enough when they were losing the Pro League. None of us then said that, oh, Craig Fulton is actually using these to get the team ready for Paris. Why are you not saying that? When we said the same thing about Manu Bhaker in Tokyo, now we are celebrating Manu Bhaker. So come on. I mean, somebody is saying, "Well, why did we predict 10 medals or close to double digit medals?" Of course, we are pragmatic. You think people did not come close? You think a Satvik Chirag did not deserve a medal, and we should not have predicted a medal for Satvik and Chirag? We should not have predicted a third medal for Manu Bhaker? We should not be on 5, 6 medals today, and we were making a mistake and jumping the gun by predicting? I am sorry, that is not the case. You predict based on research, and we predicted exactly what we thought is correct. Coming to the match, this man has to stand up again. He has to stand up again. It will be a close encounter. It'll be a close encounter. I will say it's 50-50. I absolutely think it's 50-50 with India not ahead. But this Indian team, the resilience that I'm seeing from this Indian team, I think they can take out Germany.
That's what we all want. Super chat, and then I'll go to Abhijit. We missed a medal in archery due to leaving a coach behind, boxing due to referee, wrestling due to injury. It was foul. I just hope Amit Red Card won't hurt us. This Olympics is story of missed medals.
So you leave a coach behind, you miss a medal, and the coach is that important, right? And now with Prakash Padukone, it's not important. Why can coach do? The player has to play. So you leave a coach behind in archery and you've missed a medal. And now Prakash Padukone, the coach is relatively not important because Lakshya Sen has to play. Come on, man.
But Abhijit, a lot of people are asking about Nisha as well. What's the injury update? Can she, possibly come back from this?
No.
No,
There has
Nisha
been a
is
statement given.
ruled out.
Abhijit, read out that statement. She's gone. She's
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
for the competition. It was very, very
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Sad. That's sad.
Just a moment. Nisha is ruled out of the Olympics. She had a severe injury in yesterday's match, and it will be. Just a moment.
You're on mute, Boria.
I'll put it out. I read it out because I put it out yesterday.
Yeah. I think I have it as well. It was on Twitter.
Wrestler Nisha Dahiya sustained a severe shoulder injury during her bout. It required reduction in MRI. She has been ruled out of the competition. The course of her treatment will be planned after further tests are performed. That's the statement that came from the Indian team.
Yeah. And Kanan, on Neeraj Chopra today, we're finally going to see our golden arm, golden boy of India. How excited are you to watch him?
I would first mention Avinash Sable, what he did
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes.
I will first talk about Avinash Sable, what he's done. I think that's been the way to set a trend. I won't say trendsetter, the way to set a trend, because Neeraj is a trendsetter, but he set the trend. So I think Neeraj Chopra, the weather is ideal. The conditions are good for him. It's not wet. It's not raining. So I think he's going to come out. Again, please don't talk about 90 meters. The first thing is he has to get through sufficient enough to make the final. Obviously, there is excitement. So I think it'll be a very good day. Track and field, definitely. I mean, how many people thought that Avinash Sable is going to do it? Not many people thought. In fact, I was speaking to a former Sai coach who's obviously even won an Arjuna award. Uh, I asked, she said Avinash Sable can do it. So you have to keep checking with people who follow the sport, who are experts in it. What is the state? And I think so many athletes coming, track and field, making the cut, qualifying, and then coming on the ranking basis is big. But Neeraj Chopra obviously knows how to handle pressure. Again, a very cursed word. He's seen it at Asian Games, World Championship, 22, of course, he missed the Commonwealth Games multiple times. He has been prepared, the entire team which surrounds Neeraj, which includes his think tank, led by Adil Samariwala, AFI president, also now is more important, the World Athletics vice president. There's a whole lot of people who are putting it. He's got the coaches, everyone, it's like a proper team there. So Neeraj has planned well. People thought he's got an issue with the adductor. He sorted that out. He's not competing needlessly. And in his sport, one more thing, talk to a lot of the coaches who worked at the grassroots level. That one throw he produces, which is needed. You don't expect a series of sequence of high. That one big effort which comes from him. That's all which matters. And I'm going to watch that one big throw come from him. And then we'll see how he sails into the final.
I just like to
I
add,
just
we
think
also
he'll close it I just think he'll close it in two throws. Very Neeraj. He'll finish it off move. Because in Tokyo, first throw 86.53, job done, left the stadium in 2.5 minutes. That's it. 11:50 Neeraj Chopra time, Paris time. 10:20 Kishore Jena. I actually want Jena to make the final. Neeraj will. I actually want Jena to make the final. If you have Jena, then that's exceeding expectations. You want Jena to do well, not just Neeraj. And by the way, some people are saying we are calling trollers. Sorry, boss, we are not calling you trollers. Anybody who comes out and starts castigating athletes and uses such stuff
Trolls
who
are
do not
trollers.
follow Olympic sport, they are trollers. If you are following Olympic sport regularly, you are measured in your criticism, then you are absolutely not a troller, and there's no question of calling you a troller. You are important because accountability is the need of the hour. Having said that, we are very clear in our stand. So we are not calling everybody, not everybody is a troller. But if you see the comments on Twitter yesterday, every athlete, we lack this, we lack this, they're all bogus, they're using public money, taxpayers' money, they should be. That is absolutely called trolling. Will Kunvalut Vitidsan go take mental coaching now? Will he be called a choker as well? Because it was the most one-sided badminton final ever, where Victor Axelsen just smashed him. So come on, let's have some perspective. I think we are absolutely firm in our stand on this matter. Absolutely firm. And as the editor of the organization, I take responsibility for the stand we have taken. And the stand will be what Abhinav Bindra said. The stand will be pro-athlete. The stand will be respect for Prakash Padukone, but respectfully disagree.
I think you have to go to Hindi. Hindi is waiting.
uh,
Yes, yes.
just to our viewers, we also Vinesh Fogart today
Yes, boss.
against Louis
Kanan, yes,
Susaki.
please. Kanan,
Uh,
please. Thank you.
it's going to be difficult, but looking forward to that match. Well, that's at 11:30 a.m. Paris time, and men's team as well in against China in table tennis. So we have a lot of action. As Boryada says, I was going to say that before Neeraj we have Kishore Jena in line. And just for our viewers, 84-meter is the direct qualification standard. So if any athlete throws up, gets that mark, he qualifies for the final. Provided and it's only top 12 qualifies for the final. It's unlikely that all of them will get the 84-meter. But yeah, I mean, all Neeraj and Kishore has to do is just go there and throw 84-meter, which is not easy at all. But looking on the stand, I think Jena will also make to the finals because he has done recently well. I think Boryada, I think you think 80 will be a good standard for qualifying the finals? You're on mute, Boria.
I'm slightly worried about Kishore. Adil Sumariwala said this exact thing to me about 10 days back. He too was worried about Kishore. Uh, I absolutely want Kishore to make it. All of us want. But I'm a tad worried about Jena because he's not thrown anywhere close to his best in recent times. He hasn't. Since that training stint in Queensland, since that training stint in Australia, I don't think Jena has been at his best. So we have to see. We have to see, and I think 82. I think 82 will be a reasonable qualification mark. I don't think many will cross that. Yes, some will. Vladic, Neeraj, maybe Max, maybe a couple more. Anderson Peters, Neeraj will. So Kishore has to throw 82 is my assumption. Kishore is capable. We have to see where it heads. Why are people saying apologize, Gargi? Gargi's done nothing to apologize.
Because
So
I'll tell you what. I called a few people troll, so everyone thought I'm calling everyone troll. If you know the difference between criticism and trolling, then you're not a troll. Simple as that.
anyway, I
Yes.
mean, I think Vinesh Fogart has got the most difficult draw. Unfortunately for Vinesh Fogart, she has got Susaki. Susaki is possibly the gold medal contender, Tokyo gold medalist. It is extremely hurtful to see what happened to Nisha Dahiya. She was actually in contention for a medal. She was. Trisha is waving from behind. And by the way, see you Trisha in a couple of hours. Not even a couple of hours, an hour and a half from now.
Jaldi chalna hai. Leaving now. Right.
By the way, Mirabai Chanu's event is not today. It's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. It's
It's
tomorrow.
not
So
today?
just to
No,
Okay.
tomorrow.
So it's tomorrow. Mirabai Chanu is tomorrow evening, 49 kilograms. There are 12 competitors there, but I would suggest it is limited to five. There are five who are going to be in contention for a medal. I think the average, I think between 202 kilograms and 203 kilograms will get you a medal.
200. 200, I think, should get you on the podium. That's my thought, because China, of course, is favorite to win the gold.
They will.
USA,
220.
Romania.
China will will get 220 or something, so nobody will come close. The
Yep.
fight is
US.
for silver and bronze. And these all four girls, the Thailand girl, Mirabai Chanu, the Romanian girl, all of
USA.
them will be close in that range. And I'm absolutely going to say that Mirabai has every reason to go for a medal or will.
And before we close, final thoughts on Manika Batra, because like Shongbit Datta is saying here, she's bearing the burden of our nation for quite long, and the way that she's performed has been incredible. I mean, hats off.
And how much abuse has Manika Batra faced? When I
So
defended Manika Batra after the Commonwealth Games, I was taken to the cleaners by these same people. She's a beauty queen. She's a model. She doesn't play table tennis seriously. She wants to have a career in Bollywood. She's absolutely bogus. How many people said this in India after the Commonwealth Games when Manika wasn't able to deliver in Birmingham? And today the same Manika Batra has become the torchbearer of Indian table tennis. She was sensational. That is why I keep saying identify the athlete who has talent and stand by the athlete. Stand by the athlete. Someone saying Ahika should be in the team. We also said that, but yesterday Archana Kamath in that doubles with Srija Akula managed to get it out, and that's why you
Of
won.
course.
The two singles of Manika, Srija lost the singles, the doubles was won by Archana Kamath and Srija Akula. Give credit. Yes, Ahika, we all said, Arun Subramaniam, the former coach, said it on our platform that Ahika should have been there. But come on, Archana Kamath is now member of the team. So let's back Archana Kamath. It's as sweet as that.
and of course, before we head out, I think I'm so excited to watch the hockey match today. I'm going to quickly change into
It,
my Indian jersey because it proved to be very lucky last time. So
Hey,
let's
yeah,
get ready.
remember
Someone
we were
says
there, Borida, at Tokyo.
it means size athletes deliver. Go
Borida,
ahead.
you and I were at the Tokyo for that historic bronze medal match. It
I
fight for India, and what a last minute the clock actually stopped. Our heartbeats also stopped. I mean, if the penalty wouldn't have been saved, we would have been, oh my God.
I started screaming at Narinder Batra, who was sitting in front of us. He was then the International Hockey Federation president. I started saying, Batra Saab, the clock has stopped. The clock has stopped. Now check karo. 15 seconds, Gargi, the clock had stopped.
At
Yeah.
least for
15 seconds.
five
And
seconds.
Germany got a penalty corner with 7 seconds left. So in reality, the match was over. The
Yep.
clock stopped. And PR Srijesh saved the penalty corner, the most important save perhaps of his life, and got India the medal.
I think we should be giving him title of Ministry of Defense in Indian hockey. The way
The
he has
defense
been,
minister.
absolute stellar.
But hopefully, it's 10 versus
Someone
11.
saying,
But
why was one male wrestler selected? It is not selection. You earn it. You have to win the qualification and get the quota. Only Aman Sherawat managed to get it, and that is why one was selected.
yes. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Boria and Abhijit. Who's going for the hockey match, by the way?
All of us.
Hopefully
Everyone.
only.
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone going today to athletics, to hockey, and possibly if I manage to get some time, I'll go to watch LeBron James and Steph Curry. USA basketball tonight at 9:30 p.m. Paris time. Yesterday,
won't be able to.
me and
You won't be
me
able
and
to,
Rohan
because
went to
hockey is-
volleyball.
Volleyball. Yeah, hockey is at 7 p.m. You won't be able to make it because the match will get over only by about 9:15.
Even if we get one quarter, is good enough.
So
Okay. All right. So we'll take our leave. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Don't forget